It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp and his wife Marty in town Monday. Events included a tour of the construction at James E. Bacon Elementary, a roundtable discussion at the school. He also spoke at the luncheon of the local Republican Party, which drew a large crowd Monday at Captain Joe's restaurant. Here was part of his comments Monday at the luncheon.
Just appreciate the opportunity to be here. We've had it's been a crazy time. I'm just so happy to be on the road fighting for election integrity, pushing back against the woke mob and the cancel culture. And I think even you all saw up in Atlanta with the Major League Baseball, Delta, Coca-Cola, and every other things. But we've been over at the Municipal Association the last couple of days and continuing to talk about the great things that we have going on here in Georgia. Certainly want to thank our local delegation that's here that's been standing and fighting right alongside us, standing up every single Republican voting for Senate Bill 202, the Elections Integrity Act. I think I've done over 100 interviews now, letting people know that in Georgia it's easy to vote and hard to cheat. And the cancel culture of Stacey Abrams, President Biden, Vice President Harris, and others that continue to tell lies about what this bill does, to not support a simple voter ID requirement is outrageous, quite honestly. And we're now having to take on our own Justice Department, even though it's not ours, it's Biden's. But it should be ours, the United States of America, that is suing the state of Georgia over the Elections Integrity Act. But a lot of people don't remember when I was Secretary of State, I sued the Justice Department one time and then had to go to court on another time over our voter ID requirement and over our citizenship check, which I sued the Obama Justice Department to implement. And we won both of those lawsuits. And I'm looking forward to winning this one that they have against us on Senate Bill 202. But I will tell you, they are doing all of these things, these lawsuits and other things, to distract from what's really going on in our state and in our country. One of them is an unconstitutional federal takeover of elections that they continue to push. They continue to try to build public support for, even when they know they're not right. Because that's what they want. They want more government. They want more federal government. And they want a federal takeover of elections. And there's even Democratic Secretary of States around the country that don't want to see that happen.
And again, we'll hear more from the governor's visit to Jesup on Wednesday's newscast and about his visit to James E. Bacon Elementary. One other good note about the governor's visit, he had a first-hand look at that bump in the railroad crossing at Orange Street, and the word is that a phone call's been made from the governor to CSX. CSX is expected to be in town tomorrow to address that crossing, so hopefully the governor's persuasion will have some effect in getting CSX to fix the problem that they created, and he will continue to follow that story tomorrow. One other political note, in that U.S. Senate race, Republican candidate Gary Black has picked up a big endorsement, as 1/3 of the 159 sheriffs across the state have come out and endorsed his candidacy for that U.S. Senate seat. That includes Wayne County Sheriff Chuck Mosley and Long County Sheriff Craig Nobles. Black spoke to the Georgia Sheriff's Association and told them that he may not wear a badge or gun, but it will be his job to make sure you can use both when necessary. The endorsements are the latest sign that the state's Republican Party is growing tired of waiting to see if Herschel Walker joins the race. Herschel repeatedly has stated that he's not in any hurry to join the race. Black, the three-term state's agricultural commissioner, is the best known of the three Republican candidates currently in the race, which includes military veterans Calvin King and Latham Sadler. Commissioner has previously won former Governor Nathan Deal's endorsement, while many other big Republican leaders are staying out of the race until they see all who enters the race. Black last week had an ad criticizing Walker, calling on the Texan to move to Georgia, register and vote in Georgia's election. Black says he's a Georgian registered to vote as a candidate for that U.S. Senate seat currently held by Democrat Raphael Warnock. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Wayne County Board of Education has a work session today at 6 p.m. at the Tech Center. Items of business on the agenda, discussion and information, a COVID update. Dr. Kelly and the board will discuss the updates on that situation. Also, the fiscal year 23 electronic handbooks on the agenda, and also discussion of board retreat as Dr. Kelly and the board will discuss their Thursday, September 9th, 8 a.m. board retreat at the board office. Strategic planning, Dr. Kelly and the board will discuss this item. Also, capital outlay projects, Dr. Kelly will give an update on the capital outlay projects. Capital Outlay Advisory Committee, they'll discuss the first meeting day for the committee with the Board of Education. Several board policies on the agenda. Executive session, discuss personnel. All that taking place today at 6 p.m. Have a full report for tomorrow here on the local news. Sheriff Chuck Mosley, the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, would like to announce that in the early hours of Monday, August 9th, deputies made a traffic stop on a PT Cruiser on Georgia 27 North for a tag light violation. Consent was given to search the vehicle. Approximately 13 grams of heroin and 149 grams of methamphetamine were located. Caleb Odom was arrested for driving with a suspended license and a tag light violation. Odom, Ashley Simmons, and Trevor Hester will also be charged with possession of methamphetamine with intent, trafficking methamphetamine, possession of heroin with intent to distribute, trafficking heroin, possession of drug-related objects, possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Hester will also be charged with possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Odom was also wanted out of Houston County. Sheriff Mosley commends the hard work professionals for their thoughtless job they do each and every day. Again, this from Sheriff Chuck Mosley. Jessup City Commissioners met yesterday afternoon briefly to vote to conduct a special election to fill the unexpired term of Mayor David Earl Keith, whose last day is September 1st. City's elections are set for November. Qualifying for the city elections begins August 16th through the 20th, but qualifying for the mayor of Jessup will be just 2.5 days. Both the city of Jessup and the city of Scriven have elections this year. Qualifying for both begins August 16th. The entire council is up for re-election in Scriven, as well as the mayor's position. In the city of Jessup, just 3 council seats in the mayor's race up for re-election, 2, 3, and 6, currently held by Don Darden, Nick Harris, and Bill Harvey, respectively. Ralph Hickox is announced his candidacy for mayor of Jessup. Scriven Mayor Jason Weaver is running for re-election in Scriven. Talking with probate judge Tammy Thornton to run for mayor, County Commissioner Ralph Hickox does have to resign from his county commission seat. And as far as filling that seat, probate judge Tammy Thornton says the earliest the county-wide special election could be held would be March the 15th, so that seat would sit vacant for several months. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news, Wayne Memorial Hospital is going to host another community-wide vaccination clinic on Friday, August 20th from 11 to 2. Last Friday's event had over 100 people show up and get vaccinated. And they state it's free, no appointment necessary, must be 18 years of age and older. It's the Moderna vaccine. They state this will be the last community-wide vaccination held at Wayne Memorial Hospital. Once again, set for Friday, August 20th from 11 to 2. Community-wide blood drive is scheduled for Monday, August 16th from 2 to 7 at Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. You can schedule an appointment by calling 1-800-RED-CROSS. Walk-ins are welcome. Again, that's Monday, August 16th at Calvary Baptist Church in Jessup. Jessup DDA is issuing a call for artists for a public art mural project. Artists are encouraged to submit proposals for the opportunity to paint a large-scale mural in a prominent downtown location. Mural's location will be on the side of Sugar and Spice building adjacent to the railroad tracks, located at 74 West Walnut Street. And they state it's a call for artists. This project is an opportunity to build Jessup's appeal as a destination and promote our community. It's a special place to live, work, and play. Public art directly influences how people see and connect to downtown Jessup. The purpose of this mural was to provide a welcoming piece of art that encompasses the spirit and history of the city of Jessup. DDA is applying for a $5,000 Vibrant Communities grant with the Georgia Arts Council. If approved, the DDA will match the grant dollar for dollar. Official call for artists is posted on the City of Jessup website and DDA social media, with submission due by September 9th. And artists will be selected by mid-October, and the project is anticipated to be completed by January of 2022. Grand Slam Fishing Tournament set for August 21st and 22nd. Again, still sign-ups underway. The entry fee is $50 per fisherman with a minimum of at least 2 paid entries to a boat. And if you need more information, call the Tourism Board office at 427-3233. Check out their website, WayneTourism.com. Once again, the date's August 21st and 22nd. And the Chamber of Commerce still has some tickets left for their 9th Annual Legacy Dinner set for the Pine Forest Country Club on Thursday, August 19th at 7 p.m. at the Pine Forest Country Club. Admission for members $75, guests $100. Again, that taking place Thursday, August 19th at the Pine Forest Country Club. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying have a great day.